Okay, well, moving on, we had the stock price of Krishna Institute of Medical Sciences making its debut on the Lal Street today, and it was with a 22% premium over the issue price. We are now joined by the management, Dr. Bhaskara Rao Bolanini, the MD, and Vikas Maheshwari, the group CFO. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Let's start off by talking about this being a historic day for the company. How do you feel?
You're feeling on this? Yeah, it's very exciting. Yeah, the exciting is so much that all the incoming investors on the first day, they are also very happy. That's the biggest emotional and happiest moment, because other people who put reposed trust on us, we have been done for them. Very happy.
So, let's start by talking about whether you envisioned this day would come when you started the company.
So initially when we started the company, we never had the valuations and other things. Our only aim at that time is to provide a quality, affordable care for my region. So that where every one of I feel that there will be three stakeholders in the company: the patients, the human resources, and the investors. All of them I should be able to satisfy without any compromise on the thing. So that was the motto. And now off late, when the private equity people come and then the valuations and our main thing was not at all on a valuation, how we need to provide a good quality, affordable care to my patients and take care of my professionals. That's all. So now in our journey in the last 2 decades, in the last 1 decade, we were talking about these valuations. And when I take money from someone, I should be able to good return of investment and also balance without compromising my initial vision of affordable quality care, which I'm doing both, balancing.
Can you introduce the company to the viewers?
So the entire growth is, when we started in the first decade, we started only 1,000 beds in 3 different regions of erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, that is in north, south, and western portions. Understood the mindset of the public, the patients, and the culture of those regions, and also the doctors who can able to what they are expecting and how to continue with us the journey for a long period of time. It took about a decade to understand. So with that, we were satisfying all the time. In the last decade, the second decade, we built another 2,000 beds in the same region. Very penetrated the brand and the doctors to nook and corner of the entire state. That's why we are generating the volumes. Our biggest strengths are our quality care, multi-speciality, so that the patients will get the maximum treatment in a very short time. The second important is the affordable. Affordability is the most important thing, where we can able to generate more and more volumes and the happiest patients. The third important strength is the doctor's equity, where when we are making money, the doctors also should make money along with his professional component without compromising, so that the equity partner and they stayed a long period of time. 80% of the doctors are there since inception with all these organizations. That is the biggest strength. The one way the biggest strength is, the patient will be seeing the same doctor in his lifetime. That is the most important thing, where a doctor understands the entire healthcare of that particular patient. He will be very happy. The third important thing is operational efficiency and judicious deployment of our capex. That is the most important thing, because the balance sheet is good, then we can do more and more expansion. And we will be able to identify the right place and the right time, the inorganic and organic growth. That's why we're able to. These are all and stay focused, even though we have a lot of opportunities come as a regional player, to understand the culture, the mindset of the region and the political scenario. All these things make a lot of difference. That is the biggest strength. We have been stayed all these 4 pillars.
Okay, what are the strengths of the company? What's been the CAGR like?
See, basically what happened is, in the last 2 decades since we started, and we were continuously growing around 18 to 20% CAGR by organic and as well as the inorganic growth. And moving forward, we also plan in such a way that we should be able to continue our journey in the next 1 or 2 decades with the same pace by taking care of the, as I mentioned before, identifying the right place and identifying the right talent, that is the most important, and then the deployment of the capex. So by 3, we can able to understand, and we understood very well. And moving forward in these 3 aspects, we will concentrate very well. And then whether it is organic or inorganic growth, we don't do just for the sake of business to increase. We can able to see whether we can able to, whatever is the single pie that we spend, if they get a good return of investment only, we will either do organic and inorganic growth. That is the most important thing. What we achieved 18 to 20% CAGR, moving forward, we are looking for 15 to 20% CAGR year on year. But on average, I think what we have shown in the last 2 decades will continue to show the same thing.
All right. And finally, do you think that the healthcare spend per person will only increase from here on?
See, basically, as we in the beginning itself, the healthcare has got a lot of potential because the number of beds that required this country is still a large. Not only that, there is a number of ICU beds we need because there is a lot of tertiary and quaternary care is going to need more beds. And most of the people, all these years, they were on the out of pocket from their own personal money they are spending. Now moving forward, I think the health insurance, whether it may be the individuals are moving towards the paying of health insurance premium, and also governments, also state governments and central governments like Ayushman Bharat, all Arogyasri, so many other schemes which are also driven by the insurance. So the affordability on one side of the GDP is increasing. Second important thing is the below poverty line or the middle class. The government is coming forward with Ayushman Bharat, these things. So the number of patients are improving. All these patients were there before, but now the affordability was a big question. Now the government is forward and coming forward and helping them. So that in this journey, middle and lower middle class people also even turn around towards the insurance. Once they go on to the insurance, there is a lot of need for the healthcare hospital beds to be created. So we will definitely, there is a great opportunity in this country is concerned.
All right, gentlemen, we leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now, and all the very best. Okay, well, with that, we're out of time, so we're going to wrap it up on the show. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to ET Now.